All right. I think this should work. Should be working. Hello. First stream. This might be clunky, but we'll make it work. So, I have a small plan for this stream. I don't know if it's going to go well, but we're going to execute to our best of our capabilities. I want to do my goal setting for 2026, and if silver or gold presents opportunities after 7:30, maybe I'll take a trade. We'll see. I'll explain what I'll be looking for because silver's been doing this thing for a little while, or at least the past few weeks. Um, I mean, as most of you know, it's been kind of going kind of nuts. So there's a little specific strategy I'd like to implement if it happens. Then we'll take the trade, but might not happen. We'll see. Anyways, I want to set my goals for 2026 because last year I didn't really have any, and it showed. I mean, I didn't really know what to go for. I was kind of doing whatever, and I didn't have much structure. So I think having actual goals this time might be better. I haven't thought of them before, so I'm just going to be brainstorming here. We'll see. But yeah, so I don't know. I think what I'll do is first I'll note what I did this year, just to kind of know what to base it off of, and then see if I can make goals based off of that. Though I do want to change this to dark mode because it is very bright, and I'm not sure if I can. Nope. I don't know. Okay, we'll roll with it. Whatever. Oh shit! I forgot to read chat. Hello. Yup. Type shit. Nice. All right. Cool. All right. So this year, what did I do? I started trading in May of 2023. So no, May of 2024. My bad. 2024. So since then, a lot has happened. But 2025, I had already passed an evaluation, so that wasn't new. But I did get my, well, not even sure. I got my first payout in 2024 as well, because it was in November. So what did I do? I got my first payout with Top Step. All right, let's make this a little clearer. What I did. Achievements, let's say. The market's going down. Depends which one. Depends which one. What's going on with NASDAQ? Day. I know the president captured someone, and that's not great. But you know what? Near all-time highs, so 1,000 points away, not bad. And then what about silver? What's it doing? Wow. It's a crazy chart. This was legit like a month ago, 2 months ago. It was trading half the price. It gapped up today, but not doing too much right now. Volume typically picks up at 8. NQ. On the daily, it looked fine. Talking about for now? It looks choppy as hell, I'm gonna be honest. Up and down, up and down. What is this? Late November? Yeah, I haven't traded NASDAQ since like December 10th or something. I've been just mainly trading silver. It's been moving terribly. Like if you look at a hour maybe? Look at this. Look at this barcode. This is New York session. So this was 29th. Just barcoding. So barcoding. Seems like every AM session's been kind of just dog shit. This day wasn't too bad, but most of them are pretty ass. But I haven't touched it, honestly, in like 2-3 weeks, so. It might go down. It might go down. I mean, it's been trending down, to be honest. Hourly. Lower highs, but anything could happen, really. Anyways, 2025 achievements. Is that how you write that? Let's look it up. Achievement. Yeah, there you go. If it's not wrong. If it's wrong, just tell me. I don't necessarily stop using a certain market. It's just like NASDAQ was just kind of moving terribly in the past few weeks, and silver was popping off, so I just only traded silver really, and gold. But metals have been performing a lot better than indices right now, or at least for trade opportunities. So, 2025 achievements. I got my first payout with TopStep. I got, what else? First, well, actually, I'll just name the firms because there was a lot. First, TopStep. I got one with Take Profit Trader. Lucid, I'm getting one tonight, actually. I requested one tonight. So that'll be my first, but this is technically 2026. What other firms did I trade? I think that's pretty much it, actually. The ones that I'm traded, my fund of futures, I got most of my payouts from this year, and that I got my first one in 2024, so that should be good. If I think of any, I'll put them down. What else? Okay, I'll put my metrics. Actually, I have my Notion page. I'll just put this up. I'll show you my expenses and returns. So 2025 total profits. Honestly, this might shock most of you, but lots of expenses and lots of profits, or income, I guess you could call it. Damn! These are all accounts or payouts. Past fails. So like, look, if I go down, TopStep, no fee standard evaluation. It's account number 64 from this firm. Account size, purchase, net USD amount, purchase date, pass/fail/payout date, and then if it's a payout or if I passed, I put NA or failed or passed. And so this helps me kind of sort it. So if we actually go up into filter, sort by passed/failed. Oh, no, whoops. Passed/failed. These are all the accounts I passed. Decent amount, but much less than amounts I failed. But I want to go to payouts. Payout. I want it to be checked. Now this is sort. Wait, give me a sec. Man, how do I do this again? Okay, NA. That'll work. So these are all the payouts I got this year. A lot from my fund of futures, quite a bit from TopStep, and then 2 from Take Profit Trader, for a total of 24,700 US. So that's, I'll put that down right now. Total payouts of 24,773. And then with how much spent. Damn Goop, yeah, but wait till you see how much I spent, because You know, this year the trend was I get payouts, I try to scale, and then I fail at it, and then I pretty much just wipe whatever I made. And that's definitely I think that should be one of my goals, to limit expenses for next year. Also get more payouts from a single account, because if you actually look at these accounts, when you have a letter, it's pretty much, well, these I forgot to do it, but A would mean it's the first payout from that account, and then B would be the second, and so forth. I hadn't gotten 2 payouts from the same funded account up until last month. Every other funded account, I only got 1 payout out of, ever. And so I would just get a payout, and then I'd blow the account after. So that's not good. I mean, like, it can work, but, you know, ideally you'd be keeping the accounts and getting more payouts out of them. That should definitely be one of my goals this year. But anyways, yeah, exactly. But, you know, keep in mind, this is my first full, like, 2025 was my first full year of trading. I started trading in May of 2024. And if we can actually see, if we go to 2024, I ended up down like 6K, I think, 3K. So this was my full expenses for 2024, down 3.5. I started in May. I started with copy trading. Actually, never passed an account, but was copy trading. Big strides. But yeah, so passed/failed. 26K. Kind of nuts. You know, for most of the year I was down quite a bit, like floating around -7, -8K even. And last 2 months I like brought it back to break even, and then I spent more to try to scale, and you know, like 5 accounts at a time, stuff like that. But I want to really slow it down a bit, just solidify my consistency with just a few accounts. Like even December, or between like November 24th to December 14th, I think I posted on Instagram, I made like 14K, and 10K of it was off of a TopStep account. Just one. So you don't need a lot of accounts to be able to make money. It's just, you know, you can get bigger payouts, but every time you fail all 5 accounts, you do lose quite a bit more. What are you going to do to limit expenses? What's your average payout before closing failing an account? It depends a lot. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of accounts I burned through, like funded accounts this year. A lot of them I would get them and lose them in a day. But then I would also sometimes make 5-6K on one account. The idea behind it was to build like a buffer, so I could be able to take multiple payouts, like bigger payouts out of one account. So like, let's say TopStep account, I would run it up to, if I could, 15-20K, and then be able to just make 5K a week on it with a big buffer. And then I could just take 5K every week, which would set me up really nicely. But like, if you don't get there and get to a 15-20K account before your funds run out, then you're kind of just fucked, right? So you can't be doing that without actually having a decent, like, real life buffer to be able to do that. But yeah, so anyways, that'll be my goals for this year. But expenses was 26K. -26. Oh, whatever. What is it, like fucking 36? Net -1,500, I think. -1,700. Oh, and actually, this stream, I think I'll add my payouts to 2026. I got like 2 or 3 payouts. Well, this one technically is not, so I put it in here, but I got 2 payouts that I'm going to add to 2026. Start off the year with a profit, which is nice. So net -1384. So kind of big numbers. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I can reduce expenses, already right there I got minimum wage. You know, if I can actually reduce expenses there, and to maybe even a third of that, I would have minimum wage, more than minimum wage in Canada at least, which is definitely very good. I don't know if yeah, sure, whatever. We'll keep it as achievements. Okay, so I'm gonna start with these actually. Goal 1, reduce expenses. And then how am I going to do that? Well, I will keep or strive for, well, how would I say this? Keep accounts for more than one payout. So, what's the word? Strive? Strive for 2 payouts? I'm going to keep that, but I think there's a better way of saying that. Strive for 2 or more payouts on funded accounts. Or more than one, ideally. Whatever, to just make it better. Maintain. Maybe? Maintain. Oh, how about this? Keep a funded account after the first payout. It just broadens it, and that's kind of the idea. Keep my fundeds even after taking a payout out of them. I also want to be not copy trading between different firms, because let's say like one of the things I did this year was also take, let's say, 5 accounts from MyFund Futures and then 5 accounts from TopStep and copy trade them all at once, which, I mean, like, if it goes well, great. If it doesn't, though, you lose 10 accounts at once, right? So never copy trade more than one firm at once. Limit my risk per trade, essentially, between firms. What else? What else could I do? Oh, this doesn't say expenses. Any ideas? I could have maybe a set amount of accounts I can buy a month. So if I hit it, I have to just roll with whatever accounts I have until the next month hits, just to kind of limit, cap myself. I don't know. We'll come back to it. I also want to set a goal, like a monetary goal. Read a finance book. That's a good one, actually. I haven't been reading a lot, and reading would be a great way to spend my time. You have some books, actually. I want to. You know what I should do? I should read. I should have a set amount of books I should read per like quarter or something. Maybe 2 books a quarter. That sounds reasonable. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, read 2 books a quarter. I think that's how you spell it. More videos, yeah. More YouTube videos is also a good one. More YouTube videos, and honestly, I should be just more consistent with them. I make a video, say I wasn't consistent, and then take a break again. If we go look at my like YouTube channel, I don't want to leak any like info, but if we go here, my videos are like, I'll get like 1 a week for like 4 weeks, and then I'll just drop it. And 4 months straight, I won't have anything. Yeah, last video was 4 months ago, and then the last break I had was 5 months long, and then the one before that was like another 6 months or 3 months. You're a man of your word. I am consistent. Hey, dude, I'll admit it. I ain't consistent with videos. Not at all. Not at all. But you know, that's something I can work on for sure. But maybe I could say, like, how would I break this down, right? Because I want to make more YouTube videos. What does that look like? one a week was not sustainable. That was so draining. All right, like editing a video it takes so much time. And like filming it and getting the idea for it and everything, one a week is just maybe I say one a month. That like makes sense. That's 12 videos. If I want to make more, I can, and I can always change the goal right as I'm going. But I think one a month is much more it's feasible for me. So I will say at least one video a month, and let's say by the end of the year, if I lacked, I need at least 12. Or maybe I can even say 15 videos this year at least. It might be a little conservative, but at the rate I've been going, when I tried to be more ambitious, I just kind of dropped it entirely because it was not, it was way too hard. Have you thought about offshooting it to someone else, the editing at least? No, mainly because I have no idea who I would ask. For one, and two, I mean, it's kind of nice doing it on your own because you know what you want, right? Like I know what I want to, like my video to look like, so it's much easier to convert my ideas to the video itself. I'm sure having someone do it for me wouldn't be that bad, but maybe next year. Maybe next year. Match videos with the books read. Oh. 2 books a quarter. I mean, what does that mean? Like two videos a quarter? Or like make a video every time I read the book? Like a book review or something? Okay. I don't know, that's not working, but we'll roll with it. 2 books a quarter. These would be like finance or like finance. Not like romances, obviously, but you guys got that, I think. Okay, so I'll mention my delusional goal. It's delusional because I don't know if I can actually do it, but it's cool to have something to look. One saying I like is aim for the moon, even if you don't get there, you'll land at the stars. You know, that's some quick bars for you guys. I think aiming high and then maybe landing lower, you know, it's not that bad. Better than aiming conservatively, right? So let's say I think I can do it. Maybe I'm wrong. I have maybe a strong belief in myself, but I was able to withdraw 18K US in 3 weeks, and I was using like 2 accounts. And I think realistically I could probably hold a few accounts and get payouts every month along 10K a month. I think I could probably reach that. So if I look for like 100K this year, I think I could probably do it. 100K net profits. We'll see, you know. that's one of my big goals. 50 Shades go to for day trading. What does that even mean? The book? You're gonna have to put me on, I think. I haven't read that book, but I know what it's about, and I might have to test that. So 100K net profits. So that means I could spend 50K this year, but have 150K in payouts, and that would make my net profits of 100K. So it's kind of flexible. I can kind of reduce my expenses as I see fit. But I think this would be I think this is achievable. I think we'll see. I don't know if I can. What else? What else? A limit on the year. The thing with that is like I could, but I have no idea what kind of size I'll be slinging. Like let's say I put a limit for I won't spend more than 25K. That was my expenses this year. Let's say I say I won't run more than 25K in expenses. if I end up making 150K in payouts, but I'm like, okay, it's like month 8 and now I'm at 25K in expenses. Well, it doesn't really make sense, right? Because then I can't buy any new accounts. So maybe a ratio would be better. Maybe like a ratio of like I can't have my expenses be more than 20% of my revenue. In that way, it's always, or something like that, right? Where it's so that always scales. Something like that could be good. So let's say if I was like, let's say 20% would be 20K for 100K net profits. I think 120, it would more or less be that. So let's say I put like not yeah, well that's what I'm saying, right? 25, 26. And especially because like if I start out, like I'm gonna put them in right now. I don't even know what that looks like. 2026. I just took a payout out of Take Profit Trader. What account was it? It was the... Oh my god. This list goes so far, it's crazy. 227 entries. 12A, so this is actually 12B. It's the standard eval. 150K payout. What just happened? Payout. Oh, it's because I was sorting. Oh, right. Okay. Payout net USD. How much was it? It was. Let me see. I don't want to show any of this because like straight up shows my account info to log in. But right here, 18th, I can show you this. 1835.6. So that landed earlier today. So that's my first payout. I just bought 2 fresh accounts for this stream for Tradeovate. Mainly because I use Rhythmic on my other account and it takes so long to update. Like the dashboard, it's a daily payout account, but literally like it's supposed to reset at 6 p.m. and it ends up resetting at like 11:50 p.m. like straight up 12 a.m. So I think Tradeovate would help with that because they're much quicker with that. Also, Rhythmic doesn't even have micro silver, so I have to sling like minis, which is kind of nuts. With the size of like silver right now, like straight up this move, like to give you guys an idea, like micro silver is here, but if it wasn't, 5-minute. Oh wow, that is disgusting. What's wrong with the chart? Is it the wrong contract? Silver F6 G6. I have no idea. I'm just gonna go on Quant Tower because I know that one. But no, like you place a contract and you can be up and down, or up or down. Like with 1 mini, you could be up or down like $1,000 within 2 seconds. It's kind of nuts. It's very big size. So if I'm trading like a 50K account with 2K drawdown, it's just not feasible. But yeah, so getting off track. It's so easy to get distracted. Okay. I think I want to reset my count per firm. So like this would be the first one of the year. This is 12B because that was from last year's account. But I think I want to do this for this year. So negative, what was it, 216? Yeah, 216. And I used it for my wallet, so I didn't pay out of pocket. I just paid with the payout I had. Okay. Purchase date 4th. Payout date. It was Friday. And A. Okay. So already I'm up 1,400. And actually tonight, or like at close of next session, I'll be able to withdraw 2K from Lucid. this account was, oof, which account was this though? 2025, Lucid Trading. It was the 9th account. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just pick a random one. Let's say it was the latest one. 21. Boom. 21A. Did I pass that one? Gotta make sure I did at least. Yes. 21A. Okay. 21A. This will be for 1800. And this will be on Monday. And A. Okay, so already 3,000. So if I go about that, I say 20% of that. How much is that? That's actually not that bad. 640. I think it's more reasonable if I said like 40%. I'll put 40%. I think that makes sense. So that would be in the reduce expenses. How would I do that? Well, never go past 40% expenses to payout ratio. Expenses to revenue ratio, I guess. If I do, I could say if I do, I trade one account at a time until I have a buffer, I guess. I like that. It's a good idea. Okay. So that's pretty good. I like that. Reduce expenses. Keep a funded account after the first payout. Never copy trade more than one firm at once. Never go past 40% expenses to revenue ratio. If I do, I trade one account at a time until I have a buffer. See, that's some guardrails where it can set me up to be much better with expenses this year. Read 2 books a quarter. So that's 8 books this year. Not bad. And more YouTube videos, 1 video a month, 15 videos this year. So I'm forced to put at least 3 months where I have 2 videos. And then obviously I can go more than that, depending on how I feel, but I like that. Okay. So if I think of anything else, I'll add it, but that's what I've been thinking. Yeah, I don't really think of anything else right now, but we'll come back to it if I do. So, I need to figure out what contract I'm supposed to trade, because I think rollover happened recently on silver. Front to month is G6 for gold. It's also silver. So is it because it swapped? Yeah, I think it is. I also have my Quantair up here. Honestly, on TradingView, this might work better. Yeah, it's just the front month. I'll just do a trade on this if I take a trade on my evals. Cool. Wow, okay. So this is my Take Profit Trader account. This for Quant Tower. And this account I just got my payout out of, so I can actually trade it again. Literally today, the payout wasn't even taken out of the account yet, so I didn't know if I was able to or not. So what I am looking for, which might be happening right now actually, volume tools, custom VWAP, start it at 6. And let me open silver as well, so I have it. We got it for Lucid, so I have to change to Take Profit Trader. Okay. If I could, I would just use Quant Tower forever, dude. This platform's awesome, but some firms don't have them, and when they do, sometimes they're only Rithmic, like Take Profit Trader, which is a pretty shitty platform to, or what is it called, routing service or whatever, or I don't even know, but data provider, that's what they are. Anyways, 6. So what has been happening a lot? See, we actually had it happen here. Is pretty much silver will open at 6 p.m. and then between like 7 and 8, it will like, or actually here was 6:45. See, it'll like have a pump of volume that kind of just spikes and gets it over VWAP, and then it just keeps going for the rest of the day, or for a while at least, for the rest of the like Asia session, where it just sometimes doesn't even come back to VWAP. It happened a lot before, when we on the run up to 81s. Oh. Pas de site, okay. Je t'ai occupé. Ferme la porte. My bad. I should lock that door. My little brother wants me to play a game. Told him later. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah. It happened a lot on the run-up to 82s. All right, if we go peak, I like doing this so I can see the top. Literally, like, every day or every PM session for like a week, it was doing this. And you could catch nutty trades where like you'd get like 20 to 1s. And I ran up actually one of my accounts with that. My Lucid account is at 13K, and that was with this. Like here, look at here, it did it. If you go to, let's say, what was this? Like December? Yeah, let's go like here. So this is 6 p.m. open, gaps up, custom VWAP. See, look, boom. It's literally the exact same thing as today. The exact same thing. You get a spike that closes above VWAP, and then it just keeps running. Just runs for, look, what was this? If you had taken this trade. Can you guys see my chart well? Is it kind of weird with the colors? I know the white might be a little weird for the stream. If it's just white on black, should I change the colors to red and green? Would it be more visible? Okay, that's good. So look, this would be the trade. Right, and you could take partials at the previous high, the high of the opening candle, and then let the rest run. But even just taking that partial or even full at the high would have been what, a 1.6 RR, and it ran up to 4 RR. Kind of nuts. And if you want to go even further, you can do this thing where you kind of just trail using the VWAP. You like exit your trade once it closes another candle below VWAP, and if you did that, you were able to hold for much longer up until here. If you hadn't sold all the way up to almost AM session, it was floating above VWAP up until 6 in the morning. So you would have been able to hold that trade for like almost 12 hours, 10 hours. The line's thicker. Yeah, I think I'll just change this to red and green, because the thing is my candles are empty. They're like just white on black. How do I do this again? Candles, data style, body color. Let's do let's do this green. No, let's do that one. And down will be this. Yeah. Is that better? I think that looks a bit better. It's very easier to see. Now applying it to all, it's not going to work, but but yeah, this was one example. Like what? This was on the 25th December. Much better? Okay, nice. 25th. 6 p.m. Anyways, I don't want to be putting the view up on everything, but it happened quite a few times. And it was pretty consistent for a while there. And tonight it looks like it has played out. It played out at what, 6:45? I was planning on looking for this like near 8, or like 7:30, 7:45, but we might be a little bit past it. So I don't know if I will take a trade tonight, but because right in these kind of markets with silver pumping like this, you can just take a short, hoping it goes back down to fill this gap. But when you see like this many green candles in a row just pumping, like odds are we won't even see VWAP retests for a while. And don't want to be chasing it either. It's possible I don't take a trade tonight. But or at least on this account, maybe I could maybe take a trade if it goes back down to do a retracement. I can maybe just blind buy on a market shift. Like right now, it's kind of making a lower high. If we break this low, would be a confirmed market shift. And then we might see a retracement. The only support I see would be this, but knowing silver, it would retrace a few points and then go back up. Should turn on donations for YouTube Live. I don't know if I want to. I don't even know how, I'm gonna be honest. My first stream ever. What I do want to do though is find out why my contracts on Tradeovate look so weird, and I want to look to copy trade my 2 Take Profit Trader accounts, because that was the whole point of getting 2 of them. It should be silver G6. I don't know why it looks so weird. And here it doesn't look weird. Oh wow, see, look. There goes silver. Wow. Silver's 3D. Yeah, well the gaps here aren't supposed to be here. These are literally dots. This just means it's a lower liquidity contract. There's not as much trading with the contract going on, but I don't know why it's doing that, because it's G6, so it should be the right one. So I don't know. It's weird, but I'll just trade on TradingView. Do you know what I'll do? I'll do this. Upgrade. Damn. Fine, I won't. The 5 minute, 1 minute candle, boom. 640 to 75, 130. Sheesh. Oh, it's 8 a.m. Ah. That would do it. Or 8 p.m., sorry. So I like Quant Hour here because it's so easy to just have all your charts. You have the 4 hour here, the 1 hour here, 15 minutes, 100 ticks, or 1 minute. I can swap between them, and then the 5 minute. I just can see all the time frames at once. See, look, to me, this is the 1 hour chart. To me, this just looks like we go back up to test these highs. Hit this supply zone. From 77s. Like we gap up. We came in, actually we did fill most of this gap, but we left it. We still have like a 25 to a 25-cent gap there between close on Friday and open to tonight. When it leaves a gap like that and it doesn't fill it, man, it can run pretty far. And look, this 1 hour chart already looking pretty good. We're breaking past this supply zone here. I think we break this, to be honest, above 75, 70s. Question is there an entry? I would have liked it if it went back to VWAP. That would have been golden. Or even came back to the 9 EMA. But we didn't even make that confirmed market shift. We just still going. Yeah, so there you go. We just broke that zone. That zone's down valid. Next zone I could see is, I mean, this is technically like sort of a zone, but next one I really see, next real resistance. If we actually keep trading above 75, 70s, next real resistance I could see is 77s. What's gold doing? Wow. Gold's also pumping. Look at that. I can't tell. I'm going to pop up my stream on my phone. I want to see what it looks like. Because if it's too bad, I'll change the colors, but it just takes a while to do, so if I don't have to, I won't. I think it looks fine. Oh yeah, it doesn't look that bad. On my second monitor, it looks like those lines are so distorted, but I think it's just the preview. Wow, gold is pumping. Volume is picking up. That's what happens typically at 8 p.m. But there wasn't really any trades that I really liked going into it. The real setup to take this. What it can do, 8 a.m., 8 p.m. candle just opened, right? It's already pumping. We're breaking above resistance. Breaking the highs. Look at gold. Wow, this is gold. We're already breaking above these previous resistance zones. Trading above it. Into the 400s, 420s, 425s. I could maybe see this being the next resistance, but we have a lot of room till then. What is that, 25 points? So what it could do is we could have a pullback back to the lower 20s and maybe a market shift. Market shift being a low, we break the high. So actually, I'm just gonna draw this out. We do some like boom, boom. This is going down, right? On a pullback, and then we break the high, the previous high made. An entry like this. No, I'm not VOD reviewing. I'm looking for a trade actually. So actually, we're already seeing that on gold. What's silver doing? I don't like where silver is at for long. I would have liked more like 74s still. We're already in high 75s. I think if I take a trade, it would be in gold. So maybe let's pop up trading view. I don't know if I want to be taking this on my take profit trader account. If I do, it would be much smaller size. But I am down to take this on my new take profit trader accounts. Something to do in the year? Like look back at my videos and stuff, or like look back at my trades, journaling. And file reviewing as something to do in the year. Yeah, trade file reviewing is journaling. That's kind of what I'm saying. I think journaling is a good idea. Looking back on your trades and seeing like what did you do, why did you take this trade. But to be able to do that effectively, you need to have a consistent approach. Your journal format is good. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. GC. Five-minute tapped in here. We went all the way down to 13s. I want to see how this 5-minute closes. If we close below this zone, kind of shows that we're not accepting prices above 20s. If we close above this zone and we have a wick back down at below the 17s, and we see a strong reaction, it might get in. On trading view. Oh, I don't like this interface, man. Market buy. 2 contracts. 3. How much is 10 points on gold? 10 contracts. It's 10. Each 10 points is 1,000 per contract. So like 4 contracts. My approach with evals is try to pass them in 2 days. I don't like staying too long in evals. So if I want like a 10-point stop, it would be like 4 contracts. What's your intentions with streaming? I like the idea of just having more accountability, like trading and having people watching. So you know, it's not, I can't just fuck around and do dumb shit. And you know, the kind of a effect of like your brain can be tricked so easily. So like if I'm streaming and my brain thinks, yo, I'm like a profitable trader that's streaming and that's educating. Okay, I'm actually gonna put that on pause because I like how this is looking. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. That's a crazy rejection right there. I might wait a bit more. We broke the high here, but then we instantly got shut down. We're trading below this low right now. I don't love this. I think we break down and maybe go back test 409s. The effect of yeah, essentially, yeah. Just having people watch and, you know, tricks my brain into thinking like, okay, you're official. You can't be fucking around. Plus, I think it's cool, you know, having somewhere where all your trades are documented. Plus, talking to people, you know. The skill saw. You guys hear that? Fuck. I don't know if I can turn that off. I might text my dad to see if he can wait a bit. Alright, I texted my dad. We'll see if he sees it. So see, like now we're making structure to the downside. Lower highs, lower lows. So before I enter, I would need to see a change in that. So change of structure would be we start making higher lows and higher highs again. Before I take a buy. Are you learning any more techniques in the year to expand your skills and get more opportunities? I've been doing that all throughout 2025 quite a bit. Like my trading mostly is based around VWAP, market shifts, and the initial balance for New York session. And that has been kind of built throughout this year. When I started this year, I was trading supply and demand. So it was very different. But I think having kind of all of that at the same time makes it so that it's easier to you know, like look at confluences and see what if the trade is actually good or not, you know. If it's something I want to take. You know, I could be looking at, and I could combine them, right? Like I could say, okay, I want to see a VWAP bounce, so it comes back down to VWAP. But before I enter, I look for a market shift on the tick chart, right? So I wait for it to make a higher low and a higher high, and I combine those two to make it more of a likely outcome that it actually does what I'm expecting it to. Kind of waiting for confirmation through multiple inputs, I guess. So the only thing I don't like about gold right now, though, is we pushed up to 30s, and now we're back into the 400s. And this 1 hour is looking kind of... We're trading quite below the 20s that I was talking about. Silver's kind of doing the same. Okay, so see, here's a market shift. Decent volume on it. I could try it out with a few micros on the right account. I'm going to try it with a few micros. Or a few would be 3. 17, what's my stop? 128. 128, yeah, it's not bad. If I can't afford it though, I would like to be more below 400s. How much is this? 230? Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe load this there here. I like that. You can always bail out earlier. And add a bit if I see more of what I like. You like my desktop? What is it? The two frogs. So like this is like technically a demand right here, but I don't particularly I wouldn't particularly just take this blindly, just because we kind of just made it and now we're testing it again. I'm gonna go ahead and add another one there. I like this continuation to higher low. We're breaking the high again on the tick chart. I would want to see a 1 minute close above this 9 EMA now. I think if we see this, I'm going to trail my stop back up to this low. Because at that point, I wouldn't want it to close back down below the 1, or below the 9 EMA. Can you guys see this chart here well? It's kind of it's kind of small for me. I see it well because it's a 27-inch monitor, but on your guys' view, how is it? It's not what I like to see. We still haven't closed above this 9 EMA. It's fine. Okay. It's possible we see a flush, go back down, test these low 400s again before going back up. Kind of curious if we're going to see the 5-minute break this low here. If we do and volume comes kicking in, we might just take this loss. Feels like we're already retracing most of this candle. If it doesn't bounce here, I don't like it flipping. I like their reaction. Okay, even touched the 9 EMA again. I want to see it close above it. Break these highs, 414s again. We might be able to get a 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute, meaning one bar closes here, and then we could have like a new 5-minute and it breaks above this high, the previous 5-minute. That could be a good add. This is my first live trade on live, which is actually kind of crazy. Would be pretty sick if it was a winner, but losses are definitely part of the game. So, see, now we're breaking lows. I don't like this. This demand is my last. Just before closing, that's kind of nuts. Let's see how we react here on the 9 EMA. On the 5-minute. This is actually also the 50 EMA on the 1 minute. So a 3-bar reversal for the 5 minute would be this. An entry right here. Stop loss below the low of that candle. And then aim for 1-to-1 or previous highs. So that would be the entry. We might actually take this on evals. I don't mind this actually. Actually set a limit order for this. Oh fuck, what was the contract though? If I can do it in time. Trade. Okay, let's say I do stop buy for 4 contracts at 413. TP would be, what's the take profit? 4,500 and stop loss. Price, no, not price. Fucking wait. Reward. Money. Risk. So it looks on the wow, that's actually perfect. Wow. Right below that 5 minute. If it actually does play it out like that. Let's do that. Stop buy for 14.2. $4,500. Let's do that. And then do it with this account too. Stop by 4. 414.2 with a reward of 4,500. Loss of 4,500. Cool. What are the time frames about why all of them 1 month and then top right in 3 days? So that's actually what you're talking about is the time, like how much data you're showing on your chart. So it's like this is a 5 minute chart, right? But it goes back 1 month. 1 month of data. And then this is a 70 tick chart and it goes back 3 days. Depending on how big the candles are, if you were to put like a month on this one of data, it would be way too big and it would take a while to load. So it's just kind of automatic. I don't even touch them, it's just automatic, but that's what that is. A minute left to this candle. We'll see if buyers can step in at these 400s. You know, I think if we get a close green here, I'm going to lower this entry to 412s. $20 seconds left of this candle. Where's VWAP? 393s. Yeah, let's see, this is 825. 4 minutes, 5 minutes left to this 15-minute candle. If we go back above my entry, we're flipping that 15-minute candle to green. So that would be nice. I need more confirmation to enter long. So I think I will change this to 419. Change this to 419. 411.9, sorry. Oh wait, do I need to confirm? Oh man, I do not like.
Stop filled.
What just happened? Okay, we're in at the original entry. Well, that's fine, I guess. I wanted to lower it there to 411s, but I guess this is fine. I think I had to confirm there. It wasn't quick enough. Do I want to add one contract here? Make it a solid 5. No, I think 4 is... I'll add 1 and then I'll move my stop. Right here. That's good. 43.3s. 4-3. I want to match it. It's like a 10-point stop. So 1-to-1 would be at 23s. I don't love this rejection though. Wow, that is nasty. Made a higher low, broke this high, and then we get shut down like that. That is disgusting. This might be a loss, to be honest. We need volume to pick up for longs. It's really a question of if we bounce now or not. If we don't bounce, I think this is cooked. And the longer it stays here, the less I'm like, the less I like it. But the risk is set, so it either hits my stop or it doesn't. See, that was a close above VWAP right there. Or not VWAP, the 9 EMA. We got shut down right away. Just kind of nasty. I think this might be it. And I hate when it toys with me. Either hit my stop or don't, you know? So we're seeing some buyers step in down here. I don't know if it's going to hold, though. If we actually hold this price or not. These 4 or 5s. If we flush below, we're out. But we just survived a test right there. Let's see if it holds. It's the 8:30 candle. This could be cooked right now, yeah. That was... Oof. Some nasty candles right there. You know, some could argue I should have left my stop below this demand zone. But at the same time, we made a 3-bar reversal and we closed above the 9 EMA on the 1 minute. Like, if it goes below here, I don't like it as much. You know, we already bounced off of this zone, off the 9 EMA, and we don't have continuation. Like, that's not as good. So I'm fine being out here if it stops me, which I think it will. There you go. There you go. Alright, so that one was a loss. I liked it. Honestly, I would take this every day of the week. We come to this demand. We bounce. We break this 5 minute. We made a market shift. I liked everything about that. Volume just kind of stepped in and was against us. So it could go back up by now, but I liked where my stop was. What's Silver doing? Hovering over the 9 EMA. Yeah. Well. So yeah. We did the goals. Managed to take a trade. I liked the trade. Didn't play out, but I liked it. I don't know if I want to take more trades now. So there's a chance we just start consolidating, to be honest. Because we rejected the 20s on the 1 hour. There's 26 minutes left to this candle. I could see it's just floating around this zone for a while. If we didn't continue there. All right. I think I'll end the stream here. Kind of did everything I wanted to do. I would love to be able to stream New York sessions this week. I kind of want to give that a shot. I think it'd be nice. That would be like IB trades, W stream. I think that would be like IB trades in the morning, like 10:30, something like that. Maybe I start to stream at 10 or something. That could be cool. More streams. Yeah, so I think I'll do that. So I will see you guys probably this week. I think tomorrow I can't. I'm doing something. I'm going to buy silver physically, so I can't be on tomorrow. But Tuesday sounds good. Tuesday I'll be on. So I'll do my first New York session stream Tuesday. And honestly, I liked the Asian session, so I think I'll be doing those as well. Don't know what days. I'll have to figure that out, but I think streams would be nice. I liked this. This was fun. Well, hell yeah. So cool. I will see you guys this week if you guys tune in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Bye-bye.